Okay, so I'm just back from a massage and I'm getting ready to load up. This is the back end of what I'm going to be taking with me to Kansas City. And when I leave here permanently, this will be like what I take, and whatever fits in this is all that will go. So I'm going to turn this around so you can see this. So it's not super big, but it is like a small mini SUV, and that will be exactly what I fill up. So let's see what I can get in there.
Hello, fellow flames. In case we haven't met, my name is Dr. Harmony, and I hope you live fearless, live loved, and live free. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. Make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know when all my videos and content come live. So I've been getting ready all day to head out and hit the trail tomorrow for my Love in Action tour, and I want to take you on a little behind the scenes where you can see some of the things I've been working on. Today is a Saturday, and I head out tomorrow and on a Sunday. So I have just a few things left to pack, but I'm going to kind of show you what I've done because this is my trial run in order to know what is going with me when I leave here after I come back, because I'm only taking what will fit in the back of my Jeep when I actually move. So whenever I did move here 8 years ago, I left a house of 17 years and I only brought here about, I got rid of 95% of my stuff. So mostly everything here is furnished. So you're going to see here my computer, which is very small. I intentionally bought that very small to know that I could travel with it. And then obviously I have my mic and my monitor and my keyboard. And then my printer's going. I'm going to put it in that box. And this is my sound box in order to be able to do like some of my guided meditations. It gives me a very good quality sound. And so I'm going to put all of that in that box down there to go with some of my lighting and my ink whenever I get finished. So we're gonna head on out here. I've got some things ready to go here whenever I leave. So I'm actually taking with me not only like a massager because I'm used to getting massaged, but I want to show you this. I have a Nama juicer, and I'm gonna be like right by a farmer's market. And I'm also going to put my water container in there because I do filtered water. But that Nama juicer is going to be so awesome in order to be able to do fresh juice. So Champ is all ready to head out and go. He knows something's going on when he sees all of the boxes and everything moving around. And as I head in here, I've been doing a lot of cleaning. And I've got a few things still here. I'm going to, because of the juice, I do have in the dishwasher about 6 more quart jars that I'm going to be taking with me so that way I can have like the fresh juice. But we're going to head on in here to where I have been putting together like all of my things in order to be prepared. So this is basically 5 weeks, other than I do have some things from the kitchen and a few other things. But this is 5 weeks of what my life is going to be. So here I have, I'm literally taking just this suitcase full of clothes and accessories. And I figure, I told a friend of mine the other day, I said, what I'm going to do is find some really cool, trendy thrift stores where when I really go travel, and I'm going to take almost no clothes and just get clothes wherever I go, and then just kind of get rid of them and redonate them when I leave. So that way I have that much less to take with me. And actually, those of you that followed me for my Calling in Love for 2021 back in 2021, you've been in my bedroom. And so the actual comforter that I originally had, I went ahead and donated to a neighbor because I'm getting rid of everything. And like I said, if you guys are getting rid of stuff or need to get rid of stuff, give me a heads up on what you're doing. So this here is all my bathroom toiletry things. And this is really cool. If you followed me on my self-love makeover and you saw me talking about the skincare, it's been almost a year that I've been using the skincare now, and I absolutely love it. And people are starting to comment on the fact that my skin is glowing when they see me. And so anyway, that is something, if you are interested in something like that, I know the person that makes that, and you can leave me a comment below and I'll give you a link to show you what that's about, because I know there were some people that were interested in it from before. So I'm going to take my own blankets and pillows, basically, so to feel more like home. Probably going to go ahead and take this I have a topper on this bed so that way it's more comfortable. But here's what's super cool. I'm taking a gym in a box, and I finished my last day of hot yoga on a couple days ago, and I got these, and I actually had them, these sauna suits, and I thought, oh, how wonderful, I could do hot yoga just putting these suits on. And taking some weights for ankles and also arms, and then armbands, so that way I can make sure to work out. And I got a new yoga mat. So where I'm going to be going in Kansas City, I'm super excited because it's got a beautiful backyard, and I'm going to do yoga in the yard. And as a chiropractor, I believe in keeping my body in shape and need it for what I do. So I've got a few apparatus of things that are self-care things that I use. And here we have my computer that is my laptop computer that was what I write on, which when I finish this video, I'm going to be going through another round of edits for the book that I'm going to be sending back to the publisher next week. And I'm going to take a few of these crystals with me. I kind of like went with like what felt like wanted to go with me and what I was working on personally. So I have some crystals that I took. And this is so cool. This dropped out of nowhere, and I forgot I even had it. And it's what I feel like we're doing with the Sophia codes. So I'm taking that with me. And then this is all video gear. So there's like a really nice camera. There's like some gear for tripods in there and all kinds of cool stuff. And then this is my gear to be able to do like more manual on the go, kind of like I'm doing now. Because one of the things I wanted to do is vlog and do more vlogging. So this is my 5-week trial here that you're seeing, is to see like what is going to work, what I need, and it will be great in order to see if I need more or less. So it's time to start loading up all of the stuff. There's still a little bit more, but it's getting there. So as I mentioned, I drink filtered water, and this goes through like a 12-step process in order to really purify, cleanse, and also mineralize. There's stones in there, the water. So I'm about to take this apart and get it packed up with the Nama Juicer. Okay, so I'm on about my third load here, and I don't even know where all of this is technically going, but let's just say when I get this in there, whatever I don't have, I'm over it because I'm done.
Just a girl and her dog is heading out. I can't believe we got all of this in here. It is just so crazy. I'm going to show you here too. It is like wall to wall in there, but I did a super good job packing it. And it is windy, so it's like we're heading to Kansas, literally. You can see Champ up there wondering what in the heck is going on. He did not like it because he was the last thing out. And he's got a ball to play with in the yard when we get there. But this is wall to wall. I used every nook and cranny. We're taking those flowers to drop them off on our way out of town. But I am just, I can't even explain the words, but OMG. Here we go. Champ, what do you think, huh? We're heading out, bub. We're heading out. You ready? Avalon, let's go.
So let me know if you have anything that you're needing to let go of, anything that you are needing to face to maybe find that sense of freedom in yourself, and maybe you need to end a relationship, or maybe you need to move on past the twin flame relationship, or maybe you need to downsize, maybe you need to move, maybe you need to end a job, maybe you need to step into your purpose. These are all things that are so important. And you know, when it comes to the process of freeing our mind, it's really super important for us to come into a place of giving ourselves permission to think our thoughts without judgment, but then to be able to reprogram those thoughts. And to do that, being able to recognize we even have the thought, right? And then being able to reformat the thoughts. So using affirmations is great because you can actually, in that release part, you're letting go of what is old and then you're replacing it with something new. And then as you go through that reprogramming process, then you can actually begin to release the unconscious block. And I'll make sure to put a link above and below for my video on the unconscious blocks that is important to remove, because that is something that I am finding that no matter how much work I've done and how aware I am, that there's a lot of unconscious blocks that are still running in the programs, and not just in my unconscious, but also my physical body that's still sending out signals that are needing to be released, as well as we have a higher plan. And we might want to go left, but we signed up for right in our higher plan, and we need to then embody the divinity of our higher self and bring it into our awareness so we can take action accordingly. And then that's how we begin to connect to the future version of us. And in that, we need to start to embody those emotions of how we think, feel, and act and where we want to be. So that's why it's also so important to be super crystal clear on what it is you want to create. And then that way you can begin to show up as that version of yourself every day. And in this case, that freedom side of you. So again, make sure to let me know in the comments below as to what it is you need to let go of. And I'd love to hear from you. And let me know if you're tracking my journey, because this is something that I find super inspiring, your way I show up, and it's what keeps me showing up. So thank you guys. Make sure to like, comment, share the shine. Make sure to follow me on Instagram as well as Facebook, where I'll be posting more of my daily posts for my events and the things I'm doing out traveling in the community, and some of the fun things that I'm going to be engaging in. So I look forward to seeing you there. In addition, if you'd like to learn more about me and the programs that I offer, you can check those out at twinflameexpert.com. I'll see you in the next video.